Alright. What's up, guys? Day 66. Coding every day until I get a job. And by job, I mean summer internship. I am quite a bit swamped, and by swamped I mean behind in work, because I have been choosing to work on like NU food and my other personal projects instead of my schoolwork. And it turns out when you do that, you end up with a lot of work backed up. So I'm going to use a late day to get my data engineering in. It's like actually kind of funny. The reason my partner and I are like, we were planning on doing it today, which is like the day that it's due. And it was like, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but since it's data engineering, like we need data sets, and we're doing something on aviation, like that's what we chose our project for, like doing some airline data stuff. So we go to the little federal data set that we identified weeks ago as like part of our original assignment for like this larger project. And that site, you cannot download the data sets anymore. And I'm not too sure if it's like because part of the thing of getting rid of federal stuff, like federal information. But we emailed our professor and we were like, hey, because like our professor gave us the source in the beginning of like using this website, use this data set, it's a trusted source. So we emailed him and we were like, sorry for like this is last minute, but we cannot download it. And he said we are not the only one that is running into this issue. So we have to now find completely new data sets, which really sucks because those take kind of a bit to find. So I'm using a late day on that. Do I have anything else to talk about? I just also have like other assignments too. Today has also like been really weird. Or not weird. It's just not been a good day for me, really. I think an okay day at work, and then realized this thing about my classes. Had the mock interview. I did so bad in the mock interview. Shout out Sam though for giving me the mock interview. I am more happy that I failed during practice than not. But really underestimated how nervous I would be. Because I thought like I do problems on stream, I code on stream, so it's like, what's the difference in talking to someone? It's very. I also did not have great answers for like the behavioral ones because I didn't have stuff pre-planned for like the questions that were asked. I've kind of gotten away with the other interviews have not been like as specific of like tell me about a time when blank, blank, and blank. So I've been able to like freeball the ones that I've gotten, and I feel like I did not do a good job. So yeah, that's my little yap sesh for the first 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I get to code in this. And then yeah, that's probably gonna be it for tonight. Pretty short. Okay. Given an array of strings nums containing n unique binary strings, each of length n. Okay. Return a binary string of length n that does not appear in nums. Okay, this seems like backtracking, which there has been so much of recently. Like kind of what I'm thinking is take zeros of length n and then check if it's in the set. Check if it's in the set and then also like flip the first position and like just continue backtracking down. And at each time checking, but like I don't know if that's efficient. Seeing other people do coding until employed, is there any way to collab with anyone? I kind of want to just do this mostly solo, to be honest. In terms of streaming, because I have a very erratic stream schedule just based on school. I'd still love to connect with them, but probably not collaborate. Simply because I'm like working on personal projects and stuff. Like tonight, I won't be able to do anything besides the LeetCode. I'd feel kind of bad if I told somebody I'd collaborate and then couldn't for like multiple days because of school, you know? So I feel like that's a possibility. But once again, I just don't think that's a good time complexity. But I'll try it anyway. Can you do this in Python? I feel like you can. Yeah. Okay. Or this probably should be a string. This should probably be... We're gonna also need to look up, so... Can you do this in Python? That's Python programming, exactly. Much respect for it. Thank you, man. Could there be some kind of project people can work on? Yeah, maybe. I think right now I just don't have the bandwidth, really. But maybe next quarter. Like, in like a month-ish, if I'm still doing this. Have you gotten interviews? No. Unfortunately, I am getting hard ghosted by everything I apply to. I did a mock interview today with one of my, like the people in my community, who is very kind. He works at AWS, and he offered to give me a mock interview. And it did not go that well. I feel like I did not do a good job. But it was like my first ever technical experience, so I'm going to give myself a little bit of leeway. And also, like, I'd rather fail on a mock than not. You know? What's up, Rana? You doing? I'm doing okay, man. Or are you just... Use Redis for any foods, right? No. I have not set that up. I did finish... I ended up using Zustand for, like, the state management instead of Redux. I got that up last night. I need to look into Redis, though. That's the caching thing, right? I don't really understand how that works, to be honest. I've never worked with it. This feels wrong. So I feel like the other times you should be checking, like, if you're returning cur or something else. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep going. Basically just improve if time consuming DB queries. Is it a caching function? So is it like is it made for a backend so you're not like querying the database more, or is it like somehow front end caching? Like if one person hits the back end endpoint, it's then like caching to not hit the back end. I don't know if that's possible. Actually, that might be really stupid. Once again, have not ever interacted with that type of stuff. So it's an in-memory caching. Oh, interesting. So that to me sounds like it is just back end. I'll get sidetracked for a little bit. There's back end caching that uses in-memory. Okay. I could actually look into this because the majority of NU food would be able to be cached, because when most people hit it is they're hitting it for like the general data, like not even with preferences, and general data doesn't change past like once a day. That is something I could look into for sure. Create a social network and go postcodes exec. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, right, this should be I. Is React right? Yeah. React, Vite, and TypeScript. I feel like I'm doing this so half-assed, but like I'm just not locked in today. I feel like I'm the exact same, Loved. I feel like I'm the exact same. Where it's like I'm kind of just in there by nature now. But like, I shouldn't be. Like, I don't want to. But I just like have to be. What's up, Sam? I'm gonna have to make this a string. Oh, shit. Right, because this is just gonna be a number. Or actually, it doesn't matter. I'll just call string on it in the end. That's when I did BFS. Yeah, you could BFS. Yeah, that's kind of like what. Nah, it's a little bit different. You know what I'm also like thinking? There definitely is a way to just like guarantee The string isn't in it. Like if you flip a different position at every point. All right. Like I say you have this. I'm gonna still just try the backtracking one, but I feel like I could do this. I feel like we could like look at the 0th position, see it's a 1, flip it to a 0. Look at the first position, see it's a 1, flip it to a 0. And then look at this and we see it's a 0. Right, because if at every point you're flipping that corresponding one, you're like guaranteed to make a unique one. Right? Because at every point you're at least flipping one part of it. So even if there's a case that everything else up until like the last one matches, like you guaranteed a flip. It's pretty much like masking. I'm gonna try that after I backtrack. It is kind of like bit masking. What do you return if you don't get something? Is it guaranteed? Do I need a non-local cur? Oh wait, I've returned true here. Because I'm just thinking, it's possible that that hits this off first iteration, and then I'm returning true, which is wrong. Actually, don't know if that's the right syntax, but whatever. Yeah, it's probably going to yell at me because I'm doing something stupid. Oh, that's fair. Expected star indents, int found. Wait, but this should end up being... I just have this fucked up in my head. Honestly, the way things are going today, I would not be surprised. What the fuck is cur? Hello.
You sure?
Yeah. Wait, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Oh. I guess I have to do string. Alright, fuck this. I'm getting rid of this. I'm gonna try my other idea. It's the flipped version. So one if thank you. I appreciate it. Oh. Guess you forgot to join this guy. Okay. I mean, at least I got it. Don't exactly know how you would... I feel like I fucked this backtracking up in my head. You have to do a bitmask for the backtracking? Hello, what's up, man? I was thinking you could just like brute force backtrack it, but I guess that's just bad. Cause like what I just did is guaranteed O-Van, so it's much better. I keep trying this bad path and then probably get off. Oh, I was right. I just had to flip it. Hey, look at that. I actually did do it right. That's shocking. Shocking. Okay. I think on that cool note, we got this 2 different ways. That's better than the rest of my day went. So, do I have time to look into Redis? How easy is it to plug in Redis? Oh, holy shit, that... Wait, I'm confused. Why are you brew installing it? That seems wrong. Oh, you have to run a Redis? Alright, I'm putting this on the back burner. I don't want to set up a whole nother fucking server. My thing costs cents anyway, so I don't think caching is going to be a huge reason. Like, my queries are already 200 milliseconds, 150 milliseconds, and very cheap. I think I'll put this one on the back burner. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's all I got time for tonight. I gotta go do some homework. Have a great night, you guys. Sam, once again, thank you for earlier today, even though it was not the best performance for me. All right, good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I think it's day 66 today, so 67. We're 2/3 of a way to 100. I don't know if that's good or bad, but such is life. Good night, guys.